Yun sat in her class, apparently deep in her thoughts. The teacher was talking about a topic and asking the class question, but Yun seems distant. Her eyes drifted away. Yun, what's the answer to the question I just asked? Yun blinked, startled as the entire class attention was drawn to her. Her mind was blank as she stared up at the teacher. She had not paying attention, her mind preoccupied with her own inner sadness. I don't know, sir. Yun, how many times do I have to tell you pay attention in class? It's not acceptable to be daydreaming during my lecture. Yun stared at him blankly as he scolded her in front of all class. Jungkook gaze fixed on her. He noticed her she is not like other girls. She is quiet, with her emotionless face. He never saw her taking interest in anything. Of course he noticed it because she is his classmate. When every girl is strolling over him, she sat there minding her own business. The class got over and she walked out of the class and saw Jungkook like a bad boy beating someone. Well, this is not new for her. It's not her business anyway. So she just walked away from there, but she had to admit Jungkook had a secret that he told nobody. Yun groaned when she tried to sit up on her bed, her head heavy, her body aching badly. She looked at the table and took the medicine before gulping it down. Yun dragged herself out of the bed, feeling her every muscle paining badly. She did her daily routine, but her heart was not in it. She had become numb, going through the same routine without truly living. Her once bright and vibrant personality had dimmed, and she had built walls around herself to protect her fragile heart from further pain. She looked around and then walked out of her house quietly wearing her coat. It was the night her medicine had been ended. She is taking them now on regular basis. But instead of buying medicine, she found herself walking by the river, lost in her thoughts. She found herself standing on the edge of a bridge looking down at the deep water below. The pain and emptiness inside her seemed overwhelming, and she felt a desperate urge to end it all, to be free of the constant pain that haunted her. She wiped the tears that continuously falling from her eyes. Should I end this pain? Should I come to you? Maybe then I will find peace, because you left me all alone in this world. Why? To let me suffer all alone? I just had to jump and then we will be together. I will be free from all this continuous pain. Her gaze fixed on the dark, shimmering water, and the night was dark, peaceful, and beautiful, as always, but not for her. Jungkook, man, come on, you are denying us for so long. I am not in the mood, please. Fine, but tomorrow I will kidnap you if you didn't come with me. Okay then, see you tomorrow. Jungkook sighed. Taehyung is his high school friend as a best friend, but he didn't tell him his secret. For them, he is a bad boy, and they all stay together with each other company. He was walking in the park alone before that he was trying to sleep on his bed, but no use, so he decided to take a walk. But his gaze fell on something rather than someone, and his heart sank. The girl stepped forward, ready to jump into the deep water. Hey, stop! He yelled and saw her freeze in her place. She looked behind and Jungkook then recognized her. It was Yun. Yun? Go away, she said, moving her gaze back to the river. Don't do that. And why? Death is not the solution, Yun. You can talk to someone about I. You don't know what I am going through, so keep your suggestion to yourself, June. Yeah, I don't know what you're going through, but still, suicide is not an option. Why not? Do you know anything about pain? Jungkook stayed quiet and watched her as she spoke and saw tears streaming down her face. Jungkook gulped, taking a slow step towards her. As she moved forward, ready to jump, but before that he pulled her back forcefully. They both fell on the rod. What the hell is wrong with you? He yelled, tears started streaming down his face. Too, looking at her condition, she tried to remove his hand from her waist. Let me go, just let me go, Yun said tearfully as she tried to loosen his grip. No, I won't, he growled. She leaned into him, letting herself be vulnerable, and allowed him to hold her as she let her emotion flow. He held her tightly in his embrace and let her calm down. Come with me, he said as she finally calmed down. They both were standing now. No, you are coming with me. I'm not. Just go away, June. I know you had better work to do. No, I don't have. Come with me. I said no. I have to go home. Then I will drop you to your home. Yun stared at him. He was looking sincere, but why would a bad boy save you? And why is he concerned about you? Listen, no. Yun sighed and gave in. Why is he stubborn? So they both walked towards her house direction. In silence, none of them spoke. Jungkook took a deep breath and took a glance at Yoon, who was walking with her head hung low. Why did you try to do that? Why someone wants to die? Everyone is going through something, but it doesn't mean we should end our life. Yeah, it's easy to say until you go through the same pain. But how do you know a rich kid without any care? Jungkook blinked and sensed her bitter tone. But do she think she's the only one in this world who is going through something? You don't know anything about me, so don't judge me. Yeah, same. So it's useless to give me advice when I'm clearly not interested. Before taking these steps, first think about your loved ones. Loved ones. UNESCO is still looking ahead. Do you know how it feels to be useless? Not wanted? Being ugly? Jungkook stood frozen. The wave of guilt rushed over him again. Soon they reached her house and she looked at him. Let's forget that we ever met today, she said with a blank expression and called down and started climbing up to her room. From the ladder, Jungkook watched her with furrowed eyebrows as she jumped inside her room and closed the window. She walked towards her bathroom and looked at her reflection in the mirror. Why did I cry? Why did I show this vulnerable side of myself to anyone? She glared at her own reflection as tears streamed down her face. Yoon was as usual sitting on her place at last seat, so no one noticed her. But she knew someone was staring at her. It's been 10 minutes. She could feel Jungkook's gaze on her once again. She tried to ignore it and focus on her book, but it was hard to concentrate with the intensity of his stare. She somehow spent the rest of the lecture as the bell rang. She gathered her stuff and walked out of there. She is uncomfortable knowing someone knows and saved her. Yoon was again walking by the river. She wanted fresh air because that house suffocated her. She just wanted to disappear from this world. She is tired. First she thought maybe one day everything will be alright, but now there is no hope. Yoon, is that you? Yoon heard a familiar voice. Wait, this can't be. What he is doing here? What are you doing here? Same question I want to ask. Are you? I just came here for fresh air, nothing more. You don't have to concern about me. You don't have to be so defensive around me. I just want to make sure you are okay. Well, I'm fine. It was a moment of weakness, nothing more. But why? What happened that you decided to end your life? It's none of your business, Yoon. I would appreciate if you leave me alone. Jungkook stared at her. What had happened to this beauty that she is not happy, that she don't want to live? He had seen a glimpse of Yoon pain yesterday and he couldn't just let it go. Looking at her, the guilt of his past that is inside Jungkook washed over him again. If you want someone to talk or share your burden with, I will be here for you. I don't need anyone's pity or sympathy. I can handle my own problems. It's not sympathy, I just wanna be need. She said and walked away from there. Jungkook stared up when the flashback came to his mind. Why do you cry all the time, Hyung? What's wrong? Jungkook asked as he was 10 years old, but he can sense the pain his brother going through. It's nothing, Cookie. You are too small to understand this thing. Just go play with your toys. But you are my brother. You are always there for me. Why won't you tell me what's bothering you? It's just some grown-up stuff, Cookie. Don't worry about it. But it's not fair. You are always there for me. But I can't be there for you. Jungkook clenched his fist as he saw how his older brother faking a smile. Cookie, I'm okay. It's nothing serious. But I can't see you sad, Hyung. I know. But promise me one thing. You will take care of yourself and grow up as a strong man. I promise you. His brother hugged him tightly. Yoon was lying on her bed. She kind of felt bad that day after she replied to him so rudely. But what can he do? She don't know him and can't trust him easily. On top of that, his reputation is not so good on college. What if he is just playing with her? She had constant question in her mind. She heard something like knocking and furrowed her eyebrows. She heard the knocking again and it was from her window. She hesitantly walked towards the window and slid the curtain, but froze when she saw Jungkook there. Open the window, I'm gonna fall. Yoon read his lips and opened the window immediately. What are you doing here? Thank God you opened the window. I thought I will die like this. No need to be over dramatic. If you fall from here, you will break your bones. Or maybe damage your brain if you had one. Jungkook blinked and started laughing. I thought you only know how to glare coldly, but you got a nice sense of humor there. Keep your voice low. My dad is at home. Oh, sorry. Why are you here? She said, looking straight into his eyes. He had to leave and I want to take you out. What? Not like that. I mean, just want to... Jungkook stretched his neck and looked at her hopefully, but she stared at him coldly. Now get out like you come here. Jungkook expected this reaction, knowing she probably hate everyone, including herself. Yoon, please just come with me just this time. Why, Yoon? Are we close? What made you think I would come with you? Yoon, I know we are not close, but can we get to know each other? No, I'm not interested. Please. He don't know why he's waiting to her, maybe. He saw something in her, he knows just something that he himself couldn't figure it out. What is it in her, and he wants to get to know her? Yoon stared at him and sighed. Okay, fine. Jungkook exhales happily. But if you do something, June, I swear you will not be able to see next morning. Geez, I love my life. I swear I will not do anything. Okay then, give me a second. He watched her as she walked out of her room and came back after a minute exhaling. Jungkook looked around her room. It was just normal messy room. Let's go. Yoon jumped out of the window first and Jungkook jumped after her. Jungkook led Yoon to his motorcycle which was parked nearby. We are going on this? Yes, is there any problem? I never rode on bikes. I don't know. No worries, just hold me tight. And trust me. Trust you. Just this one time. Yoon exhaled and nodded her head as Jungkook handed her a helmet and climbed onto the bike, turning on the engine. Yoon paused for a minute, carefully eyeing the motorcycle. Don't worry, I will drive carefully. Yoon took a deep breath and put on the helmet, trusting Jungkook's words. She got on the back of the motorcycle. Wrap your hands around me. Yoon looked at him for a second, taken aback by his request. She was hesitant, not used to being so physically close to someone, especially someone like Jungkook. I'm okay. I can hold on the handles. Jungkook grinned as he turned the engine. As you wish. He accelerated the motorbike and Yoon felt herself being pulled towards him by the force of their speed. Her heart raced as she instinctively wrapped her arms around him, her fingers gripping his waist tightly. She looked at him angrily, her cheeks flushed with a mix of embarrassment and irritation. Jiyoon, this is not funny. Jungkook glanced at her with a playful smile. Hey, it's not my fault. Don't do that again. Jungkook slowed the motorbike into the road. As he said, he will drive carefully. But after a few minutes they reached a free area of the road. He couldn't help but feel the urge to speed. It's okay, you won't fall, he said, reassuring her as he felt her grip tighten on his waist. Yoon gazed at him, questioned if she could trust him, but there was something about the way Jungkook handled the motorbike, with confidence and skill, that gave her a spark of comfort. I don't know. Just slowly unwrap your hands around me, feel the wind, the beauty of the night, take a deep breath. Yoon hesitated but slowly let go of him, feeling the white against her skin. Jungkook smiled as he felt Yoon's grip loosen around him. He kept driving and Yoon found herself enjoying the moment. Yoon felt a sense of freedom that she had not felt in a long time. As they drove through the night, she took a deep breath, enjoying the cool breeze on her face and the roar of engine in her ears. She stole glances at Jungkook, who focused on the road, but he had a cheeky grin on his face. She realized she had completely let go of her worries. She felt free from that hell. Jungkook stopped his motorbike as they reached a place. Jungkook wanted to come with her. They both jumped from the bike and Yoon smiled softly. This is the first time Jungkook had seen her smile, and his heart skipped a beat. But he couldn't help but be captivated by her genuine smile, the way her eyes lit up and the warmth that spread across her face. That was amazing. He completed her sentence as she paused. Yeah, let's go. Jungkook helped Yoon and they started walking towards the secret spot. Yoon couldn't help but feel a sense of excitement. She had never experienced anything like this before, and Jungkook's presence made everything feel different in a good way. As they reached the spot, Yoon was amazed by the view. It was quite hilltop overlooking the city with the twinkling lights and a gentle breeze. I come here when I want to clear my mind and be alone. It's my little escape. It's beautiful and peaceful. It is. Why do you need to come here? Is there something bothering you? Yoon asked and Jungkook looked at her. It's sometimes I miss my family too much, so I just come here. Where is your family now? They died when I was 2 years old in a car crash. I'm sorry. I don't even know how they look like, but my brother told me they were nice and sweet as parents. And where is your brother? She looked at him and see how he became quiet and looked away. Yoon sensed his hesitation and bit her lips, knowing maybe the topic is so sensitive for him. My mother died when I was 14. She was the sweetest too. But I think kind people die early while the devil live long. Maybe I'm the devil because I'm still alive. Jungkook said with a smile on his face, trying to make the mood light, and Yoon looked at him. Devil with this face. I will take this as a compliment. Miss Cook put a smile appear on her lips. Without her knowing, she felt side with him. She don't know why. Jungkook stared at her. Yoon, what happened to you? Why are you like this? Why do you mask yourself with cold personality? Yoon felt his gaze on her as she turned her face around him and looked at him. Your smile is pretty. You should smile more. Her smile fell. She is not pretty. What is he talking about? Are you high on something? Why? Because in that way you would find me pretty when I'm not. Jungkook furrowed his eyebrow. Did she just said she's not pretty? You are beautiful, Yoon. Jungkook blurts out and his eyes widen. Yoon froze. The blood rushes to her cheeks and she looked away. I think we should go now. It's late already. Oh yeah, they walk away from there, still looking away from each other. Yoon wraps her hand around him as they climb on the bike. Thank you for today, Jungkook. It's okay. He smiled as she said his name, not June, for the first time, and she nodded without realizing it and climbed back on her window. Jungkook stared at her as she closed the window and sighed and rolled away from there. Yoon closed the window lightly and turned around, but her heart sank when she saw a figure sitting there with angry and drunk eyes. She knew what is coming for her next. Jungkook was waiting for Yoon to come. He didn't see her whole day. Where is she? Hey, buddy. Hey. Are you waiting for someone? No, what? You kept looking outside. Tell me already, do you like someone? No, it's not like that. You can't hide things from me. Come on now. Hey, you used your brain too much. There is nothing like that. If you say so, but I still don't believe you. Whatever. Jungkook looked away and that's when something caught his attention. I'll come back. Hey, that's not fair. I love you. He said and turned away from there. This kid. Jungkook looked around but there was no trace of Yoon. Was he hallucinating? Maybe she was not Yoon. But he saw a reflection going upstairs. He furrowed his eyebrow. No one go there. He walked up the stair and opened the door. He saw Yoon sitting there while drinking water. Her eyes met with his and both of their eyes widened. Yoon, what happened to you? Yoon quickly stood up and tried to walk away from there while covering her face. Yoon, he grabbed her wrist and she winced. Let go of me, Yoon. He removed her hoodie and saw her face with bruises and the purple wound on her whole eye. She yanked his hand and covered her face again. Jungkook noticed the same mark on her hands too. His eyes widened, tears started forming in his eyes. Who did this to you? None of your business. It's better if you stay away from me. Yoon. She walked away from there but he couldn't let her go this easily. He ran towards her and carried her in his arms. June, what the hell? Put me down. Calm down. Come with me. Leave me. She cried, her body aching badly, but she kept punching on his chest. He carried her and took her out secretly from the back gate, but it was locked. They had to jump from the window. Jump. No, I know you can jump easily. Jump. June, please. They did and Yoon sighed and jumped out of the window. Jungkook jumped after her and he took her to his motorbike. Yoon kept quiet the whole ride and Jungkook finally stopped in front of his house. Is this your house? She asked as he opened his doorhouse. Yes, what happened? Why are you so shocked? I thought you must live in a mansion or something. I'm not a mafia, I'm a normal student, he said as they entered inside his house and he locked the door. Excuse me for the mess. Didn't come late at night, so we watched movie together and he made this mess. No worries, my house looked more worse than yours, she said as she saw some popcorn mess or plastic cups. Here, Yoon finally looked at him and saw him with a first aid kit. She walked up to him and they both sat on the stool. I will do it. Let me help you. She stared at him and nodded as he bandaged the open cut on her cheeks and then applied the medicine to her other wound. Then he gave her an ice pack. Thank you. Jungkook stayed quiet as she rested her head on the counter. He quietly walked to his room. Jungkook opened the door of his bathroom and then closed it. He stood in front of the mirror looking at his reflection. The voices in his head looked like the mirror was mocking him. You saw her state? She is just like your brother, and you can't save her too. Jungkook choked on his ears and grabbed the blade. He made a long cut on his wrist, blood streamed down the sink, but it didn't pain him. He is used to it. I'm sorry, Hyung. I'm sorry, I couldn't save you. You were dying, I couldn't save you. He repeated again and again as he cut on his wrist. Jungkook, are you there? He flinched and came out of his trance. He looked at his wrist and the mess he made. Yoon stand outside waiting for his reply. Is he okay? You knocked on the door but no reply. Did he leave me in this house alone? But he came here. What if he is not in his bathroom too? Jungkook. The door opened after a few minutes and Yoon was about to open the door. And there stood Jungkook in his pants only, his hair wet. He just took a shower. Yoon cheek flushed as she looked away. Sorry. She turned around and Jungkook stood there with his flushed cheeks too. He thought she might have left by now. I'm sorry, I was just coming. I will wait. She ran out of his room flushed and Jungkook sighed and wore his shirt before going out of the room. Later they decided to hear something. I need to go home. Our college time is almost over. You can stay here more if you want. No, I can't. even if I want to, she muttered under her breath, but Jungkook heard it. He walked closer to her and stood in front of her. Yun, who did this to you? June, please. I told you to stay away from this matter. Why not? Why are you not letting me help you? Because you can't do anything, Jungkook. I can help you, just tell me the name, he said as he was about to grab her hand. Stop. Jungkook froze as she stepped back. I don't need help. I don't need anything. You will not understand it. She said and walked away from there, leaving him behind. He stood there, tears started streaming down his face again. Jungkook went inside his brother's room but froze when he saw his brother shirtless, purple marks all over his body, and they were long like someone beat him with belt. Oh, Junghyun. Oh, Jungkook. He quickly wore his shirt, hiding his body. What is this? Nothing, Cookie. I fell from the stairs. Jungkook was 11 years old, but he knew this is not because he fell. But they don't look. Jungkook, you will not understand. Go back to your room. Jungkook closed the door. Why don't his brother tell him anything? Who beat him? Few days later, Jungkook and Yoon's interaction become less because she pushed him away every time, and Jungkook started to feel low again. He had nightmares always that Yoon will try to suicide again. He go every time to her house, stand there trying to see if she is okay or not, but he couldn't see her at her home. One day he heard something, someone crying and yelling, and the next day he saw Yoon had bruises again on her face. He tries his best to help her, but she avoided him. He can assume she is afraid it's her dad who is abusing her, and if his doubt is really true, then it means it's not from now. He don't know for how long she's wearing all that. You are looking down? Jungkook, please tell me what happened to you. Please, there is not. Jungkook, I can see through your eyes you are not doing well. Jungkook said and finally gave in. I have a problem. Tell me, what is it? You told me your Hyung is police officer. Yes, I need your help then. Who are you? Relax, it's me. Jungkook, you gave me a heart attack. What are you doing? Reading, no. Wait, why are you here? I want to spend time with you. Yoon raised her eyebrow as he walked towards her bed. Is your dad home? No, not yet. Let's come with me then. Where? Same place. Why don't you go alone? Because I wanted to go with you. Yoon stared at him as he was looking at her with a soft gaze. Jungkook and Yoon laying side by comfortable blanket spread on the dark green grass watching the stars. They ended up here. She wanted to stay away from him, but there's something. Why someone want to spend time with me? Why someone finds me pretty? She thought. A bolt of light went through the sky, leaving a trail of brightness in its path, while they gazed in awe at the stars. Jungkook's eyes widened with happiness as he smiled excitedly at Yoon. Did you see that? Yoon smiled wider as she looked at him. Yes, it was beautiful. Jungkook's gaze was fixed on Yoon, mesmerized by her beauty in the soft glow of moonlight. Yoon's cheeks flushed as she looked away from him. Do you like it here? Yes. Jungkook lightly grabbed her hand, his heart beating faster as she looked at him. Yoon, please, trust me. Jungkook said softly, his voice filled with sincerity. You don't have to face whatever you are going through alone. You can tell me who is doing all that with you. I want to help you. I won't let anyone hurt you. Why do you want to help me? I have no one. I'm not gonna lie. I feel somehow connected to you. Something inside me want to help you. She looked into his eyes, seeing the genuine concern reflected in them. She took a deep breath, feeling a rush of emotion inside her. Jungkook, I don't know. You will get trouble because of me. I don't care. I'm not afraid of any trouble that may come in my way. I just want to make sure you are okay. Yoon's eyes brimmed with tears as she looked up at the sky. I will tell you one day, but not today. She whispered, and Jungkook looked away from her. His gaze drifting up to the sky, he tried to hide the disappointment in his face, but Yoon could still sense it. They lay there together side by side watching the stars above, but their hearts were heavy for different reasons. Almost 1 month passed. Jungkook and Yoon just met in the college. She denied every time he wanted to take her out. They both reached her home. Yoon is now used to riding on his bike, and one day she wanted to learn how to ride the bike too. Thank you, no problem. She turned around when Jungkook stopped her. Yoon, can I get a glass of water? Sure, come up. They both climbed on the ladder and jumped inside her room. First she scanned her whole room and then Jungkook come behind her. Wait here, I will check first outside. She tiptoed, opening the door. Jungkook was looking at her movement. Now it was confirmed it was her dad, who is abusive, or why would she be afraid of her dad? Jungkook took his mobile out and looked at the notification, then replied to the message. Yoon came up and he looked at her. Dad is not at home yet, so I think you can come with me, or we can eat something if you want. Do you have ramen? Yes, then let's go. Jungkook smiled. He was carving for some ramen. He can eat in his house too, but Yoon is offering her company, so why not? They both walked towards her kitchen and she took out 2 ramen packets and started boiling the water. Jungkook looked around. The first time he came into this area of her house. Jungkook walked towards the kitchen and opened it. But he was surprised that there were whiskey, soju, a lot of bottles. He looked at Yoon, then grabbed the water and drank it, while his mind was occupied with thoughts. Let me help you. It's almost done. Jungkook came towards her and took 2 bowls. He opened the tap and washed them. Jungkook, fold your sleeve up first. It will get wet. I can't. My hands are wet too. Wait, let me help you. She stood in front of him and took his arm in her hand and rolled her sleeves. Jungkook stared at her, smiling lightly. But he felt Yoon stop and he looked down. His heart sank when he saw what she is staring at. He forgot the cut on his arm is still there. He took his arm back and rolled down his sleeves. Yoon didn't ask anything as she got back to work. Jungkook brought 2 bowls and served them. It became awkward between them. How was it? She finally spoke and Jungkook looked at her. It's delicious. Yoon smiled and they continued eating. Both of them heard the door opening sound and Yoon's heart dropped. She panicked badly. Jungkook, run. What? Who is it? I will tell you everything. Just run now. She pushed him away towards her room, but he grabbed her hand, furrowing his eyebrow. Love, where are you? Oh, we have a guest today. Yoon tears start forming in her eyes as she turned around slowly. Jungkook looked at the man. He was not old, but he looked in her 30s or something. Myojin, I can explain. Having a party without me, I see. He said as he looked at the kitchen counter. Who are you? Yoon pressed his hand tightly, telling him to shut up. Me? Yoon, you didn't introduce me to him. What a shame. Yoon hesitated as she looked in his eyes. He's drunk again, and with this tone, he is going to yell at any time. Maybe you are not an important person. Shut up, Jungkook. Oh, so he can talk a lot. I see. So, Jungkook, you said I'm not important, but how? When she's my girlfriend. Jungkook froze in his place as he looked at Yoon. And you even have a boyfriend? And you have a boyfriend. You are inviting other men to your house. It's not he, Myojin, it's not. He's just my friend. We are class. You forgot your lesson, didn't you? Yoon gulped down the lump in her throat. She saw him removing his belt. Let me teach you and your friend a lesson. No, please. He was about to hit Jungkook when Yoon stood in front of him and the belt hit her. She cried in pain. Jungkook lunged towards him in anger and punched him right in the face. Myojin stumbled back and wiped the blood from his nose. You got nice muscle there, I must say, but... He grabbed Jungkook's neck and slammed him down to the floor. You are still minor. He punched him mercilessly and Jungkook helplessly tried to fight back, but he was muscular 2 times more than him. Leave him. But it's like he became deaf. Yoon looked around, her heart beating faster as she saw Jungkook dead. She grabbed the vase and shakingly smashed it directly on his head. Myojin grabs his head and falls down while blood mess on the floor. She fell on her knees and grabbed Jungkook's hand. You okay, Jungkook? I'm okay. Yoon and Jungkook looked up. They saw Taehyung and his brother Namjoon, who was police officer, standing at the doorway along with other cops. Taehyung's eyes widened in shock as he took in the scene of Myojin laying on the floor, blood pooling around him and the broken vase in Yoon's hand. Yoon laying on Jungkook's bed, feeling a mix of exhaustion and fear. She had just come back from the police station, where they had told her to file a complaint against Myojin. She knew he is a mafia leader. She had been hesitant to do so before, as Myojin had threatened her repeatedly, as she was afraid of the consequence. It was never her father she was trying to cover up, not to tell Jungkook. But even before her mother died, his father abandoned them. And after surviving alone, she met with Myojin. He was sweet and all, but one day she got to know he's not a sweet person at all. He is mafia. Yoon was scared and tried to break up with him, and that's when he started abusing her. Jungkook came and sat by her side looking at her face. You okay? Did it go well at the police station? I am just scared, Jungkook. Myojin is not something to be taken lightly. He has connection and resources that could come after me. if I file a complaint against him. Don't worry, no one will come after you. Yoon sighed and stared at his face. Are you okay? I am, don't worry, this is nothing. He assured her and she nodded before looking away. Take some rest. Where are you going to sleep? Don't worry, I will find a space. It's my house, I can sleep anywhere. I'm sorry for the trouble. No, don't. He smiled softly and she gave him a weak smile as he moved out of the room. Yun closed her eyes and he opened the door and Yun started looking at him with a done face. My clothes are in there. If you want to change, I will bring your clothes tomorrow. Jungkook closed the door and Yun looked at the door confused. But why would he bring my clothes here? Does he want me to stay in a house with him? What? Let's come with me. Where are we going out? Not now, but I want to eat ramen with you. Sure, late night ramen? Jungkook nodded and they both walked to the kitchen and started making ramen. They both become less awkward with each other and now act normal. Jungkook wanted her to stay here and Jungkook noticed something. He is not feeling depressed. The voices in his head has been reduced and it's because whenever he is with Yun, he didn't think about cutting his arm. He didn't realize it, but her presence brought a sense of lightness in his dark days until Jungkook was walking with a dull expression. He don't like doing anything today. Taehyung come beside him and put his hand on his shoulder. You shouldn't have come today, he said, sensing his sadness. His usual aura is not there, and he know why. I don't know. I don't feel like doing anything. I want to distract myself, but couldn't. Taehyung stand in front of him and hugged him tightly. Jungkook hugged him back. I know it's hard for you, but he's in good place now. Jungkook cried on his shoulder. Today's brother death anniversary. I'm going home, he said, wiping his tears. Jungkook just told him his brother died, but not the whole story. You sure you're going to be fine? I will, don't worry. As he walked out of there, Taehyung looked at him with a sad expression. Jungkook sat by his brother's grave, tears streaming down his face. Hyung, I'm so sorry. I wish I could save you. I wish I could protect you. I lost you. You were my everything. He reached out trembling hand to touch the gravestone. Memories of his brother flooded his mind and his heart ached badly. What are you doing here when you killed him? You couldn't save him. He will die from all the voices. He rushed back to his bike, speeding it as fast as he could and reached home. The earth coming back to cut himself. She followed Jungkook. She followed her eyebrows. She couldn't went to college today because she don't feel like it. But Jungkook came back early and she is sure she saw tears in eyes. Why did he rush to his room? Why was he crying? Yun walked behind him, but she froze when she heard his painful sob. She rushed to the bathroom and pushed open the door. Her heart clenched as she saw Jungkook sitting on the floor, his shoulders shaking with sobs. Blood all over the sink and it was continuously flying from his arms. Jungkook, she took the blade away from his hand and threw it away. Why did you do that? She took his hand, tearing her shirt. She tightly wrapped around his arm. I miss him. I have missed him so much. I wish he is with me. He spoke out and Yun still couldn't understand who is he talking about. His painful voice was enough to shake her heart. He left me all alone in this world. He thought I would become strong when I grew up, but I'm not. What happened to him? He died. He took his own life. He fell in front of my eyes in the deep river. I couldn't do anything. I stand there helplessly. I'm worse, brother. I took his life. I couldn't save him. It's not your fault, Jungkook. No, it's my fault. He would have a life. Yun hugged him tightly. She can now imagine why he saved her. He saw his own brother suiciding. It must be a heartbreaking experience for him. Hey, you didn't have to, he said as he saw Yun entering in the room with a bowl of soup. She sat beside him and smiled lightly. I want to. Besides, you didn't eat anything since morning. Jungkook sat up on the bed and Yun extended the spoon filled with soup in front of him. I will eat it. Don't feed me like this, you might make me dependent on you. I wanted to make sure you will eat properly. Jungkook nodded as she fed him. Jungkook, can I ask you a question? Yes. He knows what she is going to ask, so he's ready to tell her all the things which he didn't tell anyone. For how long you are doing this? She said as she put the soup aside and took his hand in her, tracing the cut on his arm. At 14, Yoon eyes widened and Jungkook looked down. Hyung died when I was 12. I tried to survive without him, but I blame myself that even knowing something is bothering him. Not only bothering him, I saw belt marks on his body. He never told me what he is going through. He never told me, and one day he took his own life. I started to cut myself because it reduced the pain I was going through. An orphan is struggling with his life. But at 17, I stopped all of it. Just 1 or 2 times in a year, I masked myself as a bad boy. To him, he was there to make my day and never leave my side. But it all started again when I saw you suiciding. The same memories that got triggered, I couldn't stop myself, and your case was the same. You were not opening up with me, and the mark on your body. I was so lost, I thought I would overcome to that. The voices come back in my mind. And on every anniversary of my brother, it's always like this. I'm sorry, I never knew it is affecting you badly. Bad days are over for you. It will be over for you too. I'm not sure about it. Don't worry, I will be here for you. Always. Come to me whenever you feel down. Jungkook smiled and Yoon continues feeding him. Yoon was laying on the sofa while watching TV, but her mind was not there. Jungkook is doing well because Yoon is taking care of him, but she was thinking about therapy. They both need therapy, and most importantly, Jungkook, he kept blaming himself for his brother's death. It's been 6 years and that incident is still fresh in his mind. But she knows Jungkook will protest and she is afraid of his reaction. What if he tried to hurt himself again? Whatever it is, a professional can help him more than she do. Yoon walked towards his room and peeked in to see if he is sleeping. She walked towards him. His back was facing her. She sighed. Please stop him. You can't leave me. Yoon froze. She rushed to him and saw him sweating badly. He is having nightmare again. She sat beside him, but he kept mumbling and sweating. He grabbed Yoon's wrist tightly as she caressed his hair. Jungkook, his eyes shot open and he sat up. Yoon, it's okay. He was, I know. He hugged him tightly and kissed his back. He cried in her embrace. Lay down here. She laid him down. He grabbed her, indicating lay beside him. Without hesitation, she lay beside him, hugging him tightly, still caressing his back. Will these broken souls ever be able to heal? Will the haunting nightmares and endless bad days ever stop and leave them in peace? Jungkook woke up the next day but panicked when he saw Yoon was not there with him. He remembered she was there. He was hugging her. Was it a dream? He looked around and then walked out of the room. Yoon, where are you? Did she leave me? He panicked badly. He checked in his kitchen bathroom, but she was nowhere to be seen. Looks like you are all alone again. Shut up, my Yoon is not like this. You will not leave me. You don't deserve to be happy. I do. Why don't you just die? Stop messing with me. He yelled at the voices in his head. She is not coming back to you. He was panicking badly. Tears started forming in his eyes. He was about to run to his bathroom when the front door opened. Tears streaming down Jungkook's face as he saw Yoon. He knew his Yoon won't leave him. Oh, Jungkook. I'm sorry for disturbing your moment, but I'm still here. Jungkook came to his senses. His cheek tinted pink and he nuzzled his face in her neck to hide his blush. Yoon bit her lips. She don't know how to act. She should freak out because Taehyung saw them kissing, or the fact Jungkook kissed her, or because Jungkook was crying. Are you okay? She asked softly and Jungkook nodded his head, still hiding his face on her neck. Taehyung eyebrow furrowed. What happened to him? He came late and saw them, Why she's asking him if he is okay? Cook, I think he needs space. Tang stand there a little hurt, so he won't tell his own best friend what happened. He was with Yoon. He saw her walking outside. He offered her a ride. She said she wanted to contact the therapist for herself, so he helped her, and now he is with her. Yoon took Jungkook's hand and take him to his room. Are you okay now? She asked as they came into his room. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that, but I was afraid that I left you. He nodded slowly and Yoon grabbed his hand before smoothly caressing it. I'm never leaving you, Jungkook. Jungkook nodding, feeling a sense of relief wash over him. Taehyung, what he is doing with you? Jungkook, I wanted to talk to you. What is it? I want you to get therapy. Even words caught Jungkook off guard, and he tensed slightly. He didn't like the idea of therapy. It meant he had to fight his inner demon. I'm not sick. I don't need any therapy. Jungkook, it's not about getting physically ill. You go through a lot, but I don't need it. You are not alone, Jungkook. I'll be with you. I need therapy too. Jungkook stared into Yoon's eyes and saw genuine concern in them. His barrier began to break as he realized Yoon was just concerned with his well-being. He took a deep breath before nodding slightly. Before hesitantly nodding. Okay, you look at him softly and hugged him. I promise we will be alright. I trust you. I trust you too. I think we should go to him now. He's worried for me. 6 months passed. Jungkook and Yoon attended their therapy session individually and sometime together. Jungkook faced his sorrow and grief over his brother's death, realizing that blaming himself was useless and that he needed to forgive himself. Yoon in her therapy session dealt with trauma from her previous relationship. She opened up about each and everything. Both of them noticed slight change in their self, finally started to let go of their things, but not completely. It will take a lot of time. Yoon and Jungkook lived side by side on their usual secret spot, a soft patch of grass. The night sky was illuminated by sparkling stars. They gazed at the stars. Jungkook intertwined his hand with her. They both felt a spark, a connection that went beyond words. Their fingers fit perfectly together as they were meant to be intertwined. You looked at Jungkook, her heart flirting with mix of emotions. Jungkook couldn't take his eyes off Yoon. Her presence next to him was like medicine to his soul, soothing his inner pain and bringing him peace. It looked so peaceful. It does. I can't believe we come so far in this healing process. I'm glad we take this step. The doctor said we are doing great. Of course, because we are with each other. That's why we are healing fast. I know you are not ready for any relationship. I can understand. Let's take this slow. Your eyes filled with tears as she stared at him. How can someone be so understanding? Thank you, Jungkook. She whispered. Jungkook kissed her cheek softly. Let's explore everything together. I do love that. You made me feel alive again. Jungkook's heart skips a beat at her word. You have brought light into my dark days, and you are the only one who can make me happy. He said and leaned in, touching her nose with his, and they both smiled softly at each other. And that's where two broken souls found solace in each other's embrace. Their scars become stories of their strength and healing. Their journey was not without difficulties, but their bond grew deeper with every hurdle they overcame together. And as they held each other under the stars, they knew that their love will fix their broken souls, uniting them. They learned the love, acceptance, and healing they had been looking for so long in each other. And their story became an example of the healing power of love, bringing two shattered souls together in a beautiful, positive journey of love and healing.